Man, that's a cuff key. That's a homemade cuff key.
That's actually pretty interesting because I've actually never seen a homemade handcuff key before. I've seen people with the actual key that they either got smuggled in or took off an officer, but never a homemade one. Now, later on in the video, he goes on to say that he had this handcuff key because it was basically for his own protection if he ever got in a rough spot. And that's actually not far off from everything that I've ever experienced. When I was at Lancaster, I remember they had put two opposing gang members in the same cell together, and these were two people that already had a history on the compound. Now, initially, when they got put in the cell together, they agreed to squash it for the moment until they got back out on the compound. But if you know anything about doing time in confinement and in a cell, you have to get cuffed up every time you go in or exit the cell. And one person at a time is the only one that's going to be able to fit their arms through the flap in order to be cuffed up. And if you just so happen to be the first one to get cuffed up, that puts you at an extreme disadvantage if your roommate just decides he no longer wants to keep this peace treaty and get violent. And that was exactly what happened in this scenario, and they had to open up the flap and gas the shit out of both of them and cell extract them. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, stay the hell out of jail and prison. It absolutely sucks.